more on talagang it's the moment na meron kang community na napapabilang and you know you have something that you can contribute and sila din nakikita yung value.
Nice.
It's what keeps the ecosystem growing talaga.
Welcome to Kaka Computer, where tech meets wit and wisdom. And today's episode, we're talking about building tech communities. Is it influence, platforms, and real impact? No? So, siguro, Philippines tayo dito, right? And very uso sa atin ang Facebook and now TikTok, right? And we see a lot of people building communities. We have our own, so a Facebook group, Facebook page. And even sa TikTok, may mga followers tayo, right? How do you consider yung followers versus, let's say, may impact ba talaga yung community nyo? Or okay na ba yung followers? Anong sa tingin nyo about that?
Want to start?
Go, Todd.
Theo.
Go muna sa'yo.
Go.
Si Theo in tech.
What's the difference between community and followers?
Oo. Parang anong mas important yung parang madaming nagko-comment, madaming nagpo-post, or parang how do you know na effective yung community mo? Like, why even build a community in the first place, right?
Yeah. Ang difference kasi with community and following is yung discussions inside the two different, let's say, platforms. So, let's say yung audience is more or followers is more on your content per se. But the community is surrounded more about topics na even kahit hindi ikaw yung nagsimula nung topic na yon, mag-uusap sila doon. So, I think topics inside communities are more real kasi they just don't come from me as the creator. It comes from real lives of members inside those communities. So, yung mga discussion, sobrang fruitful talaga. So, I think mas nagiging real engagement and real value talaga yung na-add between members kapag inside the community yung mga discussions. Instead, kapag comments sa mga content, hindi maganong-ganon yung flow ng conversation.
I see. Sa'yo, you're very visible now, no? Kasi may daily post ka, right?
Yeah.
So, parang ano yung binibuild mo there?
Okay, sige. So, first and foremost, yun, si Ganap with Ellie, which is yung persona kong si Panay Ganap. Talagang binild namin to para magkaroon ng, kumbaga, talking head yung company namin, which is si DiviCode Technologies Incorporated. No? Kasi, one thing that we're lacking talaga throughout the years of operating the company is yung the marketing arm. Kasi yung mga co-founders ko, mga tech guys, and then talagang mga geeks. So, ako yung walking billboard ng team. And coming from that, ayun nga, talagang we've been very exposed din naman sa public since 2022 nung sinimulan namin. So, netong 2026 na, nakita namin na sobrang tindi na kasi nung exposure sa real life. The problem is, naturingan tayong computer guys pero wala tayong ganang exposure online. So hence the decision na gawin yung community ng Ganap with Ellie, no. So coming from that, may mga na-realize ako na interconnected doon sa nilapag natin na parang ano ba yung difference ng followers and real engagement or the community as a whole, no. Kasi the moment na mag-share talaga tayo ng thoughts natin and the moment na mapunta yon sa tamang audience, turns out, nakikita ko mismo dun sa insights, no, yun dun sa engagement ratio, na may mga time na 49% is yung followers, pero the 51% is non-followers. So, parang mas pa siya. Pero, kung doon sa usual na hindi yung content creator persona pages ko, napapansin ko, napakaliit ng follower ratio versus sa non-followers. Meaning to say, nandun na sila sa loob mo, pero sila pa mismo yung hindi nag-i-interact. Wherein, doon sa nangyayari doon sa Ganap with Ellie, halos nagbabalance out na 2 digits both yung followers and then yung mismong non-followers, no? Kaya parang nag-i-snowball siya na every time na merong post and maganda yung topic, then umaandar. But again, no, yung mga comments kasi can only give you parang yung pakiramdam ng mga tao is one way street, no? Na they don't actually expect you to reply. But if you reply, then mas valuable for them, mas super thankful yung mga tao kung magre-respond ka. Kaya doon sa community talaga, gusto ko mag-double down doon sa sinabi ni Theo na the moment kasi nga na meron kang community and merong ibang tao doon na nagdi-discuss na hindi na ikaw, then doon nagkakaroon ng exchange of dialogues na hindi siya nagiging echo chamber kasi ikaw lang yun nandun di ba? And yun yung pinakagusto natin, kumbaga, yun yung evolve version na tingin ko nangyayari naman na rin sa Kaka-Computer Group, no? Nagpa-flood ako doon everyday sa pasensya na.
Okay lang.
Pero
Ikaw pala.
the main point doon is nagkakaroon tayo ng exchange of thoughts and then yun nga, kung merong mga hot topics doon na kinakatikang mag-reply, di ba? Di magkakaroon ng conversation. So yun yung difference talaga ng kung follower ka lang, nakatingin ka lang without expectation, pero kung engagement with the community is ito yung talagang may dialogues na with one another.
Right. Maganda yun, no? Actually, ini-encourage nga natin yung helpful dialogues. Right? So, if you are a user, if you wanna comment, try to make it in a comment na helpful. I would say, no? Helpful. Parang ask questions, ganyan. Malay mo, magre-reply yung next one or may ibang mag-reply sa'yo, no? So, be helpful in that sense. Since madaming platforms, right? Madaming platforms. May parang choice of platform ba kayo? May preference ba kayo? Like, pag dito sa TikTok, pang gulo-gulo or pang sayaw-sayaw or pang community building din ba siya? Or, kasi for example, sa Kaka-Computer, kami, puro shorts lang talaga sa TikTok. Right? Wala tayong full episode doon. So, parang ganun yung effect. Right? So, more like, micro-learning. Hopefully, kasi ideally in Kaka-Computers, more learning, no? Micro-learning doon, pero hindi talaga siya about building community. Sa Facebook, yung parang community namin. Ganon din ba sa inyo or iba yung approach nyo to these different platforms?
Sa akin, Rafi, mostly nagdo-double down kami sa LinkedIn and Reddit. Mostly because doon yung kasi upscaling yung aming platform, right? And maraming paying customers on Reddit.
Dahil may customers ang habol mo in a sense in
Exactly.
your community, kaya doon ka Reddit and LinkedIn.
Yep. So, if you search my name sa TikTok, wala masyadong makikita. Kakunti lang. Pero sa mga Reddit, almost every day. May Tutorials Dojo, John Bonso sa Reddit. Kasi mostly may buying factor kasi. People are going to Reddit for reviews. Parang somewhat legit reviews. So, that's number one. In terms of community building, di talaga siya community building or following kasi hindi naman talaga ako nagpo-post sa Reddit. But mostly, parang, I have a question about, let's say, certification or upskilling. So, me and my team, we talk to them, we chat with them, here's the items. Then, pa-segue na yun. Parang, if you want, we do have some free courses here that you can try. So, dual purpose siya. On LinkedIn, I also have a staff who also work with that man. May mga newsletter kami doon and everything. Some sort of distribution at the same time community. But if you're gonna ask about, syempre, aside for the digital na platform, I would like the platform na real life platform, meaning barkada na may chat group kayo sa Viber, mga ganon. Iba rin kasi yung ganong community na parang maluwag, usap-usap kayo, mga So we also have that one, especially ako. Kalug kasi ako in person. Ayoko yung masyadong saka free-flowing. So I also have that particular community, even sa Facebook, sa mga intern ko, even ex-interns ko and everything. So yeah, ayun yung bala kong ayun yung mga ginagawa ko.
Sa akin, two things lang. First, na-try ko Facebook group because, I'm trying to aim for volume Kasi, definitely, Facebook group, sobrang daming pwedeng maging member since that's the number one social media platform in the Philippines.
Yes.
And, nandun na rin yung audience ko Since I was creating content in the past year, madali na yung transition from Facebook Reel, papasa mo sa Facebook group. Madali yung funnel. But ngayon actually, personally, may gusto akong i-try. I already created the videos, ine-edit na lang. I want to try to create a YouTube community naman. Kasi the content that I will be doing is more on the finance and building side na kailangan yung audience ko very intentional na hindi lang sila basta scroll, kailangan nag-search sila, pinuntahan nila yung video ko. So people who act like those na very intentional talaga hinahanap na video. So ang gusto kong ma-build ngayon na community is not really the volume, the quantity, but more on the quality. And then hopefully we can funnel them down to our startups, like for example Savio, to help them with payroll finance, and I want to use that platform to really build a community that and build tools for that community. So all the tools that I will be building hopefully will revolve that intentional community na quality talaga. So I think it depends on the segment that you want to cater.
Right.
If you want volume, if you want quality, depends on the platform din.
Yeah, well, on my end naman is talagang mostly Facebook kami. So far, yun nga, kahit sa era ng run pa rin talaga, no, is talagang more on Facebook page and then Facebook group kung community yung gusto mong i-grow. And then, sa side naman kasi namin din is talagang pina-funnel namin siya dun sa mga platforms na gawa namin mismo. And then, dun kami nagbibigay ng mga details na needed. Let it be community-related or business-related. Kasi, we know na may social media naman talaga na kapag mag-post ka sa group and okay naman. But the problem is, hindi kasi din sila lahat nakakatanggap ng notification kung gumagawa ka.
Kasi sobrang daming communities.
Kaya,
ako siguro 10 o 20 communities ako naka-join, di ba?
Exactly. Kaya much better pa rin na nilalock in namin na once they gave consent sa email, then we're sending out newsletters or something para at least talagang nagno-notify sa kanila and guaranteed na sure na andon.
Whether you're a company looking for visibility or a community friend who simply wants to support, every contribution helps us keep delivering episodes twice a week, and even more special features. Check out our sponsorship tiers and join us at patreon.com/kakacomputer.
Siguro i-add ko rin sa real impact, no? Syempre yung mga sponsorships.
Yes.
Yes,
Sponsorships?
Mga AWS Squad Clubs, mga communities, mga ganun. Syempre syempre real community. Hindi lang online community, right? Kasi syempre may mga...
Real din ang online community.
Real life. Ayan,
Real
life. Non-digital.
Non-digital.
Non-digital. Ayan pala. Sorry yan. So, ganun din siguro. Mostly for us, we've been consistent as well in spending time, effort in mga sponsorships sa mga tech events. So, ayun rin siya. Minsan kasi pag, alam mo, may puro cross-selling lang ang nangyayari. So, iba pa rin yung may passion talaga to build the community.
Right.
And ito medyo weird pero I would say, no, kailangan kasi talaga ng bansa rin natin from people na nasa abroad or mga successful entrepreneurs to give back to these communities. Kasi parang kulangan din ako. Parang ang onte ng mga tumutulong talaga. So, ang balik naman sa akin, so may real impact sa community because you've seen them grow for the past few years. At the same time, yung mga tinutulungan mo rin sa community, parang, minsan nagiging empleyado ko minsan magiging it's real money for us. Kasi minsan parang, saan nakilala kita 2 years ago? Nag-improve yung niya, yung skills niya. At the same time, sige, collab tayo. Pagka-collab namin, 2-3 months, ang dami namin yung mga ganong mga applications na paldo kami because of that. Because of simple tech community building.
Yeah, kasi ang ma-add ko lang din dyan, no, is sa amin, sa Run community talaga. Yan yung pinagmulan kasi talaga namin, no, na meron kasing mga naging developers doon na dahil sa pag-build ng mga private servers. And coming from that nga, nung medyo nag-transition na ako na hindi na ako yung gumagawa ng server, tapos yung mga naturuan ko kung paano gumawa ng mga servers mismo, kung ano yung best practices, etc. Sila na yung nagtuloy. And ngayon, yung mga top 1, top 2 na servers po kanila. So ngayon, ang nangyayari, nagkakaroon na kami ng collaboration na say, for example, ayan, malaki yung server mo. Baka kailangan mo ng payment system. So, hindi kami na yung kinuha. So, more on talagang it's the moment na meron kang community na napapabilang and you know you have something that you can contribute and sila din nakikita yung value.
Nice.
It's what keeps the ecosystem growing talaga, na regardless kung anumang klaseng apps yung ginagawa natin, kung makita ng community yung value ng ginagawa mo, then talagang meron at merong mangyayaring balik.
So parang flow talaga siya no. So for example, kami ni Ellie, content creator, we create a community because that community actually, or started as a following, get value from us, and we created the community so we can continue giving value to them, but on a tighter circle, on a tighter community. And to be able to get feedback naman from them, we need that community. So giving back value lang with each other, and to be able for everyone to give value to each other, that community is also beneficial kasi they can have conversations. So I think it's a really good flow for not just for content creators but for businesses, for founders as well.
Win-win.
If you really want to give value and you want to get value back, I think community is a really good media and platform as well.
And tingin ko dyan din talaga kasi pumapasok yung kapangyarihan ng social media. Kasi dyan natin nakita yung impact ng traditional media na TV sponsored, yung mga posters versus sa actual na nasa social media. Kasi nga parang yung mismong systems mo or kung anong service na ino-offer mo, mas malapit siya sa community na sineserve mo kaysa doon sa parang one-way na conversation na, uy, maganda yung product na ito, gusto kong bilhin. Eto, I know the founder. Alam ko yung gusto nilang gawin, alam ko yung vision nila, therefore gusto ko sila supportahan.
May connection.
So, nagkakaroon na ng transition talaga na hindi na lang siya dahil napabuy-in ka niya. It's more on dahil may value tayo nakukuha sa bawat isa, kaya nagkakaroon ng suporta.
Yeah.
Right. If I may, since may time pa tayo, kailan ka dapat mag-start ng community versus yung existing community mo, dun ka mag-interact? Parang, natanong niyo ba sa sarili niyo yun? Parang, oy, dapat ako mag-start ng community. I'll answer first, no? So, for example, yung Kaka-Computer, kasi may mga podcast and may mga community naman, pero sabi ko sa sarili ko, parang walang nagsa-studio na mga Pinoy, no? So, gawa tayo, studio tayo para makita natin to, no? Yes, may mga nagsa-studio, comedians, chika, ganyan. Pero tech, IT, medyo, professional, wala dan. So, sabi ko, start natin, no? Yung community na yon, ganyan. So, I saw a gap, ganyan. So, kayo, ganun din ba yung nakita nyo? Kaya kayo nag-start ng community, or better ba na start muna sa another community muna, parang help lang sa another community?
Well, sa akin, ganito ko siya nakita kasi talaga, no? Kasi, again, yung tingin ko yung career path ko was really unique, no? Kasi talagang galing ako sa community in the first place.
Yes.
Siguro, wala pang online sellers dati, kumikita na kami online. Ganun katindi yung origins. Na
Origin
coming
story
from
mo,
that, nandun kami sa part nga na dahil nagsimula kami sa community and we were able to earn and we were able to learn and experience things na dahil doon, naging normal na lang sa akin na kung papangarapin kong gumawa ng sariling business ko, it will be community-centric. So, yun yung pinaka naging talagang push namin na timing lang na yung Web3, yung sa Web3 side is community-driven na siya kaya mas lalo naging align. And yun nga, ang pinaka nangyayari din talaga is kung sa usapang will this be sustainable? Kasi kung ang problema lang kasi kung ang community is about talagang pagbibigay ng value,
Yes.
hanggang saan at hanggang kailan ka magbibigay ng value? It needs to be sustainable. So, dun pumapasok talaga yung mga kakayahan natin bilang IT na this is one of a kind communities, no? Or mga talented people na coming from what you know, you will be able to do something na valuable para sa ibang tao and make money out of it. So, kung mapagtagpo natin yun na we're building community and at the same time we're building products and services that empowers people, I think magiging sustainable naman. But yun nga, sa amin, sa side ng DV Code and Ganap with Ellie, it's really the way to go na mangyayari if ever.
Right.
Ako gusto ko lang magbida-bida. Na joke lang.
Go.
Pwede naman. Why not?
Kasi ako gusto ko talaga magturo eh. Like ang pangarap ko nga pag nag-retire na ako, magtuturo talaga ako sa college or basta magtuturo ako.
Buti na lang patapos na masters mo.
Yeah.
So pwede na
Next
magturo.
year pa.
Next year pa.
Master ka na.
Master na ako.
Sensei.
Tawagin mo na lang ako master.
Salamat, Master.
Required kasi, 'di ba? Para
Yeah.
ang masters para magturo.
Yeah. So yun, gusto ko kasi magturo pero I admit na I cannot teach everyone. So I'm finding a way to replicate myself and to have active conversations from different people, not just myself, about the topics that I want to teach. So yun, community is one key, is one component, and content creation is one component. And maganda naman silang pagsamahin, so pinagsama ko na.
Yeah.
So, and to go further, yun nga, I also want to, we need to sustain kasi to eh. Mahirap to sustain nang wala kang outside na pinagkukunan. Pwede naman kunin ko lang sa full-time ko or sa startups, tapos self-funded yung mga communities. Pero paano pag nagka-event, pag nagka-ganto, nagka-ganyan, maraming kailangan. And kapag nag-hire ka ng tao, so sobrang daming kailangan isipin. So I just want to have some sort of value na makukuha ko rin, na ibabalik ko rin naman sa community. And that's by building tools for them. All I need for the community is quick feedbacks from all the tools that I will be building. So parang ganon. So everything's about giving value to the community and back. So ayun, and mentorship talaga. Gusto ko magturo.
Tol, sorry may last lang ako na medyo shameless plug na kailangan gawin. No? Kasi I think yun nga yung nagiging problem kasi siguro sa generation natin. Dati may paraan sila kung paano gawin yan. And these are by virtue of the non-profit organizations and yung mga associations. No?
Tama. Madami.
Kaya yung ginagawa ko talaga nitong mga nakaraang taon is talagang for me to be exposed sa mga associations, paano ba nila niraran. Kasi unfortunately, hindi ko minana yung ganong klaseng parang transition of leadership na which is tingin ko sa henerasyon natin, yun yung kailangan nating magkaroon.
Ito yung mga Rotary, Lions,
Yeah.
diba? Kasi
Actually ngayon,
uso yan.
I'm a president of a Rotary Club ngayon sa Rotary Club of Midtown Diliman. Kaya medyo nakikita ko na kung yung mga ganong klaseng parte is matutunan natin and maibigay natin na parang ngayon kasi wala nang tiwala yung mga kasama natin ngayon sa mga ganong klaseng mga associations.
Parang hindi sila nag-digital.
Oo, kaya
Hindi
from
sila
that,
nag-digital, tama.
eto Alpha, dito ko palang i-announce, no. Meron akong ginagawa na non-profit organization. Ang pangalan is Ganap Center for Innovation and Enterprise. So, ito yung the very first, no, na nasabi ko to kasi na-approve na sa SEC. But eto, it's still in the works and ilang taon na namin tong tinatry na ma-push, which is yung si Layer Zero Cooperative. It's a co-op, no, na kung saan yung mga founders nga is magkakaroon sana ng pagkakataon na makapag-build tayo ng ecosystem. Pero yun, naghahanap pa rin ako ng paraan sa CDA kung paano to ma-push. But in the meantime, pinupush ko yung etong si non-profit na si Ganap Center for Innovation and Enterprise.
Sige.
So, yung part na yun is talagang para magkaroon tayo ng framework and structure kung paano ba talaga tayo makaka-build ng community na sustainable. Kasi nga kung bara-bara lang na gawa tayong Facebook group, magbigay tayo ng guides, mabe-burn out ka eh.
Right.
Hindi talaga siya magiging sustainable. And ang dulo, kung hindi ka naramdam ng community, titigil na sila.
Yeah.
Pero kung may malinaw kang structures na this is how the association should work, then whether andun ka o wala, gagana siya.
Okay.
So yeah, yun. Ganap.
Sige. May gusto ka ba sabihin, John, bago ko i-wrap up to?
Yeah, sa akin, I would say tech community building is also nation building. I would say 100%. So we've been doing tech community building as well. We're supporting a lot of organizations, just like even the youth. It's quite important to do so. And hindi lang only here in the Philippines, but also the Philippine diaspora. You can help us out in the country. And don't just like hand out yun eh. It's a end-to-end relationship as well.
Yeah.
May balik talaga sa inyo. So yes, it's a giving back, and at the same time, you'll also gain in different factors. So it works for us at Tutorials
Yes.
Dojo, and it's great to give back to the community for our future children. Medyo pero kung walang 'di ba, if you're not building it now, who else?
Who
right?
else?
Walang iba, walang pakialam na eh.
Tama,
Especially
tama,
yung mga nasa abroad, they don't care. Hindi naman lahat, pero yung iba wala nang pakialam. So, who will be doing this? Siya po yung may kakayanan tayo. No? So that's it.
Yan yung gusto ko sa'yo dyan kaya nagsisponsor ka ng Kaka-Computer By the way, may sponsorship din pala sa Kaka-Computer So, to wrap up, based on what I hear, community really is about building trust. I think yun yung isa sa pinaka-important part. And long-term sustainability, consistency. Hindi lang siya short-term trust, dapat long-term talaga mag-isip ang community. And community is not just building content, it's actually also building opportunities.
Yeah.
So, dun talaga nagtathrive ang community if may two-way interaction and two-way opportunity. And, alright,
Yun.
thank you.
Thank you.
Ganap!
Ganap daw, thank you.
Thanks to our sponsors, Agora, Tutorials Dojo, Young CTO, Amazon Web Services User Group Philippines, and Facebook subscribers. On to our next episode.